It is week 2 of the NFL season, and your Buffalo Bills are finally at home. Home opener against the Los Angeles Chargers. Phillip Rivers leading the Chargers in after Buffalo's week 1 win over the Baltimore Ravens on the road. We are here in Buffalo for this matchup between an AFC East team in the Buffalo Bills and an AFC West team in the LA Chargers. Some things to look out for. Obviously, last week, Josh Allen was spectacular. LeSean McCoy played out of his mind, and the defense got a lot of takeaways. Are they going to be able to do that against a veteran quarterback in Phillip Rivers? Lamar Jackson, obviously he's very talented, but he's no Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers has been around the block, so to say, and we're about to find out. Like I said last week, Shady McCoy, 19 carries for $130 and a TD. We'll see if he can replicate this against the Chargers this week. Definitely going to be a tough task. On the other side of the ball, defensively, it'll be interesting to see if the defense can replicate their performance. The Ravens put up a good amount of points, but 4 interceptions off Lamar Jackson. We'll see if they can get that off of Phillip Rivers, who comes off a pretty good day in week 1 where he went 23-33 for 282 and a touchdown. We'll see if he can continue that into this week as game is underway. First play of the game in the pistol formation. Rivers play action pass on the screen to the left side to Keenan Allen, and he's going to get a bunch of yards right there. Just good blocking downfield. Keenan Allen last week had 4 catches for 56 yards. I would think he would have a better game this week. We'll definitely see. He's a very talented receiver. 2nd and 12 now later in the drive. Rivers is absolutely drilled as he throws, but some missed tackles, and Hunter Henry is just waltzing his way down the field for a huge gain. 41 yards already on this drive passing for Phillip Rivers. Now they're going to go to Melvin Gordon, the Wisconsin product. Melvin Gordon III. His second carry goes for 8 yards right there. Sets up a 2nd down and 2. And now here on that 2nd and 2, Rivers is back to pass. He's going to find Hunter Henry again with another big catch down inside the 10-yard line. Chargers are driving. 3rd and goal. Rivers, empty set, back to pass. And he's looking over the middle. He's going to find Tyrell Williams, and he's going to come up just short. 4th and goal, and the Chargers are just going to settle for a field goal. Go up 3-0 in this one. Pretty good drive as Caleb Sturgis knocks it through, but here comes the rookie, Josh Allen. Huge day last week, as we talked about. 304, 4 touchdowns, no picks. It'll definitely be interesting to see if he can do that again this week. We'll definitely see. That's a great debut, and it's tough to keep that up as a rookie. But 2nd and 11, Josh Allen back to pass. He's looking deep on the right side. Had LeSean McCoy in the wheel route. Probably should have lofted that. Instead, throws it right to Casey Hayward Jr., and just like that, on his first throw of the game, Josh Allen is intercepted by the veteran corner, and now it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line for Phillip Rivers in this offense. But Melvin Gordon is hit hard on the very next play and fumbles. Lorenzo Alexander falls on it, and what a turn of events. It was looking like the Chargers had a chance to go up 2 scores, and instead, the Bills have the ball. And here on that next drive, it's a 3rd and 12. Looking over the middle is Josh Allen. His first completion of the game goes to Kelvin Benjamin. Big conversion right there. We're almost halfway through the first quarter. Still 3-0, 23 yards on that one. Under center on this one, Josh Allen firing on the left side. Good throw to Zay Jones, who's coming back on the curl route. Trying to get in a bit of a rhythm after throwing an interception on his first pass of the game. Now it's 1st and 10. Handing off to the backup, running back, Chris Ivory. He's going to rumble ahead and bowl over a man. That's what he does best. 17 yards on the pickup right there for Chris Ivory, his first carry of the game. Definitely a good player in relief of LeSean McCoy. Good 1-2 punch. They're very different running backs. 2nd and 14, standing in the pocket. Good job by Josh Allen maneuvering around in the pocket. He finds Zay Jones on the left side. That would set up this 1st and goal, and Allen's going to be running to his right, throwing back across to his left, and a diving catch by Kelvin Benjamin. What a catch and what a play by Josh Allen to keep his eyes downfield and find Kelvin Benjamin coming across on the slant route. Great play right there by both quarterback and receiver, and that was really good patience by Josh Allen and just an unbelievable effort to actually reel that one in by Kelvin Benjamin. As you see, we get another look at it right here. Just unbelievable. I believe that's Kelvin Benjamin's 3rd touchdown of the season now, and he's having a good season to start. He's not the fastest receiver, and he's going to be a guy the Bills are going to have to decide, do we want to re-sign Kelvin Benjamin? He's going to want a lot of money, but he is a talented receiver. 7-3 is the score now. Throwing behind Keenan Allen is Phillip Rivers, but he managed to reel that one in. Now 1st and 10, going deep, and it is picked off. Vontae Davis undercuts Keenan Allen right there just lobbed it up there, Phillip Rivers did, and Vontae Davis is able to jump in front of that deep route. They were taking a shot downfield, and Vontae Davis all over it for his second pick of the season. Now 1st and 10 for Josh Allen and the Bills. 45-yard line, going to hand off to LaShawn McCoy, who had that big day last week, and he is going to rumble ahead, still on his feet, falling forward. Huge gain, his first successful run, really, of the day. He's got 4 carries for 12 yards, all of them pretty much on that run. 3rd and 18 now, though, after a sack put us back, and LaShawn McCoy is just going to pick up what he can, gets 5 yards, and gets it into a little bit more of a manageable field goal for Stephen Hauschka, and he is Mr. Automatic. He's going to knock that one through. Big field goal right there for Stephen Hauschka, and just like that, Bills up 10-3. Back to the Chargers on offense here late in the first quarter. 10-3. Rivers on the right side is going to find Travis Benjamin sitting all alone in the zone. Rivers' only incompletion is that interception so far. Looking pretty good on the day outside of that one throw. And here's a 1st and 10 later in the drive. In the shotgun, Rivers back to pass again. Firing on the left side. He's got Keenan Allen, who beat Vontae Davis that time. And then he tries to jump over the arm tackle. But luckily, Vontae Davis is able to catch his ankles as he's going up in the air. It was an unbelievable effort by Keenan Allen. Couldn't quite make it work. Sets up a 1st and goal. And now here on 3rd and goal from the 4. In the end zone. Back of the end zone. Tapping the toes is Travis Benjamin. His first touchdown catch. And that is going to tie this ball game up at 10 here. 9.5 to go in the first half. Back to LaShawn McCoy and the Bills offense making some moves. Looked like he was dead to right on that stretch play, and he turns what should have been probably a 1 or 2 yard gain into a 15-yard gain. He's up to 32 yards now. That is just what you get with LaShawn McCoy. He's one of the most talented running backs in the league. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line, pistol formation. And it's going to be a play-action pass. Allen looking downfield, and he's going to fire. He had a man, but he throws it right to Jason Verrett. Didn't see Verrett sitting under that route right there. He had the guy coming across. I'm not quite sure who that was. It was either Des Bryant or Charles Clay, and he had him coming across, but Verrett, like the veteran, sitting underneath the route, and Allen throws it right to him. And the Chargers couldn't do much with the drive, but they do set up a Caleb Sturgis field goal as they go up 13-10 off of Allen's 2nd interception in the ball game, his 2nd of the season as well. But back to LaShawn McCoy on the very next play, first play of the next drive, and he's got one guy to beat. It's Verrett, and he outruns him. LaShawn McCoy on the off tackle slipped between a defender and his lineman, and then was off to the races, and it's tough to catch Shady McCoy in the open field. 17-13 Bills now. 3rd and 8 on the next drive for the Chargers. And looking for Melvin Gordon is Phillip Rivers, and he's making some moves out across midfield, right at midfield. Now a 2nd and 9 here from the 48-yard line. Chargers looking to answer that big run by McCoy, and that's a good start. Hunter Henry on the little hitch route going to catch that one. But 3rd and 13 here later in the drive. Play action pass. Rivers kind of dancing around the backfield. Nowhere really to go, and he is sacked. And that is Jerry Hughes with the big sack. And that's going to force a Caleb Sturgis field goal once again, as he's going to knock that one through for his 3rd field goal of the game. Now it's a 1-point game, 17-16. Closing in on halftime, 2.5 minutes to go. Allen rolling to his right, finds a wide open Des Bryant, who's trying to make some moves, and then he is hit hard. Des Bryant was trying to juke in the open field. He's not exactly the most elusive player anymore. And that was Denzel Perriman coming up with the big hit and forcing the fumble. So back to Phillip Rivers. 2 minutes to go now here in the first half. He's going to find Travis Benjamin on the left side in an injury timeout. Not sure who that injury is. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out. So back to the Chargers on offense. 3rd and 3, and Phillip Rivers throws it right to Phillip Gaines. A little Phillip to Phillip connection. Cross-team Phillip to Phillip. And that's not what you'd like to see if you're a Chargers fan, but the Bills get the ball back now with 1:57 to go. Back to Josh Allen. He's standing in the pocket, finds LaShawn McCoy on the angle route, and LaShawn McCoy down to the 34-yard line. 1:35 to go now, 17-16, still your score. Allen maneuvering in the pocket. He's going to step up. Josh Allen is mobile. You do have to keep an eye on that 13-yard run, and he slides down at the 22-yard line. Now 2nd and 10. Allen rolling to his right, looking downfield. Nowhere really to go. Still looking downfield, and he'll just take off and step out of bounds, and then he's hit hard. As he stepped out of bounds, that was Derwin James, the rookie, hitting his fellow rookie as he stepped out of bounds, and that is going to be an unnecessary roughness against Derwin James, which is just going to set up this easy 1-yard touchdown run by LaShawn McCoy as the Bills get on the board right before halftime. That was a big mistake by Derwin James. It could have been possible that the Chargers were able to hold the Bills there in the red zone. Instead, they score right then. And here at the end of the half, just a Hail Mary attempt. Phillip Rivers going deep downfield, and he is picked off by Jordan Poyer. Really, I mean, it adds to the stats as interception on Rivers' stats and an interception for Poyer, but it was pretty much a meaningless play. They were super far away from the end zone. Nothing really was going to come of that. But nonetheless, your halftime score, Buffalo Bills up 24-16. Passing yardage much in favor of Phillip Rivers and this Chargers offense, but 149 rushing yards for the Bills in the first half. Very impressive effort by LaShawn McCoy and crew. Here, we're going to get a little bit of a around-the-league update for you. Get some scores around the league, see what's going on here in Week 2. We head to Georgia, for the Falcons and Panthers. It's a 10-7 lead there. Both teams are 0-1. End of the first half, Matty Ice looking good, 13 of 15 for 120 and a touchdown in that one in that NFC South Division rivalry, And then over in Landover, Maryland, you see the Indianapolis Colts are having all sorts of trouble doing anything against the Redskins. 21-0 your score there. And then we'll take one last look at an AFC South rivalry, Titans-Texans. Deshaun Watson and the Texans looking for their first win of the year, as are Mariota and the Titans. Both teams 0-1, but Deshaun Watson and company getting things done up 14-0 late in the first half in that one. So we're going to get back to the action in our game. Bills looking good so far already. 3 interceptions by this Bills defense, and a lot of impressive plays by the offense as well. Josh Allen's thrown his first 2 picks of the game. Obviously not what you like to see, but we'll see if he can keep the turnovers limited here in the second half, as Chris Ivory's going to get the first carry of the second half. He's up to 30 yards rushing now with his second carry of the game. Later in the drive on the 38-yard line, it's going to be a toss play to Shady McCoy. He's trying to make moves out on the right side, and that's a good run right there by LaShawn McCoy, who's up to 118 yards, his second straight game over 100 yards. 3rd and 2, play action to McCoy, and Josh Allen's just going to make the safe throw on the left side to Charles Clay for the first down, and Clay is going to push ahead up to the 40-yard line as Josh Allen's up to 143 yards passing. 1st and 10 from the 40 now. Josh Allen looking on the left side on the out route. That's Zay Jones, who's turning into a nice receiver for this Bills team. Now 2nd and 9 later in the drive. Allen back to pass again. He's running to his right. Nowhere really to go. Asking the guy to go downfield, and he finds him. It's Charles Clay who slips into the end zone. That's a great thing about Josh Allen. He's always got his eyes downfield. You've been seeing that a lot. He doesn't just immediately take off. Josh Allen does a great job of rolling to the right, but making sure he points downfield. Charles Clay sees it, working on a little scramble drill right there. They work on that in practice, and it pays off as the Bills go up 31-16. 3rd and 8 now, as Phillip Rivers just can't get anything going so far here on this drive. Already 3 picks. They have to punt again. It's now a 1st and 20 for the Bills. LaShawn McCoy getting the run up the middle. Somehow still on his feet, spins out of a tackle, breaks another tackle, puts a hand down, still on his feet, across the 40, across the 50, and he's chased down from behind by 2 Chargers. What a run by LaShawn McCoy. 3rd and 8 now. On the 44-yard line, Josh Allen rolling to his right, shrugs off a man, and he's just going to take off. Another great attribute of Josh Allen is his ability to get out of sacks. He's so big, he's so strong, and he's able to just stand in the pocket and shrug off sacks so many times. And on a couple plays later, he's just going to toss it up as Zay Jones beats Casey Hayward on the right side, and Jones is going to reel that one in as it's starting to spiral out of control for this Chargers team. It was 17-16 at one point, keep that in mind, and it is now 38-16. Chargers trying to get something going, and that's not going to help as Phillip Rivers throws it right to Tre'Davious White, and another interception for this Bills defense as they're closing in on having as many interceptions as Phillip Rivers has. Kids 4 so far, halfway to how many kids Phillip Rivers has, as he apparently has 8 now. Just thought that's important. Good run here by Chris Ivory, gets it to 2nd and inches. Bills up for 251 yards, but on a previous play, where a run only went for a couple yards, you saw there, LaShawn McCoy suffered broken ribs. Huge setback as he's had such a great start to the season. So Chris Ivory is going to have to take over primary running back duties. I'm not too worried. You know, Chris Ivory is going to be is a good back. We've seen success from him, but obviously not having LaShawn McCoy out there definitely sucks a lot. We're in the 4th quarter now, 41-16 after the Bills got a field goal off that interception. And then another near turnover has a hit stick right there, nearly forces the fumble, but it falls right in the hands of Melvin Gordon. Keeps this Chargers drive alive as looking for Hunter Henry, but Edmonds, the rookie, comes over the top and knocks out of his hands. 3rd and goal now from the 10-yard line. Chargers looking to get something going. Back of the end zone. Got a man. Did he get his feet down? I don't think he did, but they call it a touchdown. We'll see if the Bills challenge. They do not. Phillip Rivers throws his 2nd touchdown of the ballgame right there. So 3rd and 10. Josh Allen maneuvering once again, and he'll slide down at midfield. He's up to 52 yards rushing. It's nice having a quarterback who can move around in the pocket when under pressure. 2nd and 8. And it's Cadet with the ball, the 3rd-string running back, now assuming 2nd-string duties after the injury to LaShawn McCoy. Not much else would come of the drive. 3 minutes to go, and the Bills tack on another Stephen Hauschka field goal, makes it 44-23, and it is a 3-score lead, 21 points. So back to Phillip Rivers, looking over the middle. That one could have been picked off, but he does find his man as the Chargers are trying to get on the board. Once again, that's Tyrell Williams with the catch. 3rd and 6, shotgun with Melvin Gordon to his left. Rivers back to pass. He's looking deep down the field. Got a man, just overthrows him. That was a near big play to Virgil Green, the tight end. And that sets up this 4th and 6. Chargers need to go for it. They're down by 3 scores. And he finds Travis Benjamin, who's hit hard by Micah Hyde, but Benjamin holds on. 2nd and 10 now. Buffalo still up 21 points. And that is not good as Phillip Rivers throws his 5th interception of the game. Tre'Davious White gets his 2nd of the game. And just... really, it's been impressive, the ball hawking skills that this defense has shown in the first 2 weeks. Bills would run out the clock on the ensuing drive as Phillip Rivers throws 5 interceptions. Josh Allen throws 2. And there was also, just overall, like I was saying, it's been impressive so far this season to see how talented this Bills secondary has been at catching the ball. 4 interceptions last week against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. 5 this week against Phillip Rivers and the Chargers. So 9 interceptions through 2 weeks as the Bills move to 2-0 with that 44-23 victory. Get a look at the stats. It's going by fast. But, again, some good overall performances. Tre'Davious White, LaShawn McCoy, probably my 2 players of the game. But speaking of LaShawn McCoy, he's out for the next 4 weeks. Kyle Williams went down with an abdominal tear also. But look forward to next week as we travel to Minnesota to face a very tough Minnesota Vikings team. This defense has me worried. Could the Bills suffer their first loss on the road in Minnesota? Tune in to find out.
You're a space-age mountain with a god on the top. There's a riot in my chest and they killed all the cops. I'm a holy misbeliever in a tidal wave of feeling. Tigers in my kitchen, grizzlies on the ceiling. Oh, 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 oh.